no space for me to live. I was a teenager, educated teenager in school, from home. I didn't do anything bad. I was not allowed to live. I was put out, I was outlawed without having done anything. Okay? Just because of who I was. How did I react to that? I knew I had to save myself not to get caught, because there was a big power out there to completely blot out not only me personally, but everybody whom I knew. Education. I was 15. I knew what was going on. That was the first saving thing. I knew there is no power that can save me because it wasn't there. What was the power that could save me? People who were ready to take that risk. Praying, I knew, would not have saved me. Because there were people before me in places who were pious and good people, and they were killed. I relied upon not what I was taught. I relied upon my own behavior. And what the reaction, my reaction would be upon what was from the outside. The outside threatened me, so I ran. And people, you see, we are, I always say that we are born only with needs. We are not born with being good or being bad, or doing good or doing bad. That has to be taught. That was my growing up, and that was my religion, if you want to put it into religion. That was my behavior, who I was. And what do? We try to find people who were taught the similar elements we are used to, not to do bad, not to injure somebody. That has to be taught. And this is what we really, what makes us into who we are, our entire life, is what we are taught. The good, the bad, the positive, the negative, everything has to be taught. And then hopefully we have our own strength to make the decisions, because this is going back into really our core. We decide. My father made that decision. We have to hide in order to stay alive. That was a decision. And my trusting the people who gave me shelter, they knew I was Jewish, yet they risked their safety to give me shelter. now we trust. I trust till this very day. I trust people. I didn't lose trust. I lost many other things in life. I didn't lose trust because that's my decision. If I don't want to live without trusting other people, because I trust myself as well. So this is a very circular matter. Any other questions?
Did you keep in contact with the family that helped you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Did you keep in contact with the family that helped you?
They kept contact with me. Now imagine I come, I'm 15 years old, I'm Jewish, outlawed, I don't exist, I don't have any papers, I simply don't exist. I come to that farm, they knew, they took me in, they advised me not to speak because I would have given myself away being educated, the way I talked, the way I behaved. I had to change. I had to transform myself into an illiterate farm girl in order to survive. So I played deaf mute outside the farm. I didn't look anybody into the eye. When I didn't talk, I was looking on the ground, doing my work. I had to change entirely in order to survive. But I didn't want to be ill. So it helped me really do things I never did before, physically, emotionally, and even intellectually. I was used to go to the theater, to listen to music, to read, to have friends.